Hi everybody, Kev McNamara here. Welcome to the Inspired Healing Podcast. This is a podcast for those of you looking to change your lives, get out of your comfort zones and reach your full potential. I talk about the Stoics and the Stoic stories and quotes from people like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca and Epictetus. I explain how they relate to your life today and how they can help you change your life for the better. It's kind of the 5-minute Stoic for personal development. And please support our sponsors, Prostate Plus. If you're a man and you want to shrink your prostate, Prostate Plus are the best supplements you can get. I use them myself to keep my prostate fit and healthy. And milfan.com, the world's best food delivery service. Links are in the show notes below. Now let's go inside. Hi everybody, it's Kev here. Welcome back to the podcast. And it's Jordan Peterson week, even though this is about day 9 or 10, I believe. He's got so many good and insightful quotes that we're going to keep going with Jordan just for a little bit longer. And today's quote is a really interesting one. It's one that I didn't really understand for a little while, but I really do get it now. And that quote is, "I don't think that you have any insight whatsoever into your capacity for good until you have some well-developed insight into your capacity for evil." And it really made me think, and we all, as a species, we're quick to underestimate our capacity for evil, whatever form that might take. And we certainly, all of us, we like to imagine ourselves as, these, what would you call it? We have this very high opinion of ourselves that we are good and we are virtuous. And we assume that whatever we're doing is good because we're the ones that are doing it. And, we can rationalize any action that we take, if we're given enough time. But the truth is, all of us, you, me, everyone, every single person in the world, everyone you know, is capable of more evil than we can possibly realize. Now, the world often breaks us. And as Jordan points out, it's only once we recognize and have, that first-hand experience with our capacity for evil that we can fully appreciate and understand our capacity for good. Now, this first, got brought home to me when I heard Jordan talking about the Nazis over in Germany. And he asked the question, could you ever see yourself doing what the Nazis did? And of course, everyone would say, oh, no, definitely not. And he says, well, hang on, you're wrong. If you were brought up in that time, if you were born over in Germany during that time, and you were brought up in that same experience, in that same place, at that same time, with this Hitler guy ruling the world, and you were forced to do things, then you'd do the same thing. It would be a very rare person that wouldn't comply with that kind of thing. And we're seeing a lot of this with the pandemic today. People are becoming sheep. They're just doing as they're told. It would be the same if you were born at that particular time in Nazi Germany and you were told you either do as Hitler says or you die. And it's easy for us to think, oh no, we wouldn't do that. But there's a 99.999% chance that you would. So we have this capacity for evil inside us, even if we don't realize it. But as soon as we do realize it, and we know and we understand that darkness dwells inside all of us, including you, then you'll be more strongly drawn towards the light, the good. And I think this is it's a powerful quote. It really is powerful because, as I say, most people think they're just good. They're not bad. But it's like the yin and the yang in the world. We all have good, we all have bad. And when I thought about that Nazi comparison, I thought, wow, yeah. If you're born over there in one of the families in Germany back in the late 30s, early 40s, or if you're if you were 20, 30 years of age at that time, Hitler comes along and the whole country is just under his spell, and you just do as you're told, or there's consequences. As I say, 99.9% of people would comply with that. And the fact that we weren't there, we can't understand that, but just think about that. If you were born then and you were a teenager or you were someone who was in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, and you're told, okay, take this group of people out the back and shoot them. Otherwise, we shoot you. What would you do? It's a hard thing to think about. It's a hard thing to believe that would actually be inside us, that evil. But it's there, that malevolence, it is there. And then, as I say, knowing your capacity for both good and evil just causes you to be more tempered, more moderate, more conscious, and more aware of the influences in your life and the effect that they can have on your future. So you become more aware of that. And I think it's just a great thing to reflect on. It really is. And like I say, it's worth reading about some of the stuff that happened during Nazi Germany, the stuff that happened in the gulags over in Russia. Just evil stuff that went on in the world. And you only have to go back, to the Roman times, the Roman Empire, and just the wars that were going on back then and what men would do to each other. And as I say, it's easy for us to just think that, no, I'm just a really good person. There's no bad in me. Well, there's bad in all of us. And we're just lucky we live in this particular time where we don't have to have that, make that choice of saying, right, shoot someone or I shoot you. And not just I shoot you, but I shoot your family, your wife and your kids. Can you really imagine that? What that would be like? You're being told, hey, you have to do these things, otherwise you're all dead. Crazy, evil stuff. But it's well worth contemplating that quote. I'll read it once more. I don't think that you have any insight whatsoever into your capacity for good until you have some well-developed insight into your capacity for evil. And it's powerful, and it's an awesome quote, and it really does make you think. So reflect on that, keep seeing the light, keep being a good person, but just know that you do have this capacity, and just become conscious of that, be aware of it, and keep heading towards the light. See you tomorrow. Well, I really hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you did, please subscribe and leave a review. That really does help us. And also share it with your family and friends. That would be great. And please support my sponsor, Prostate Plus. Prostate Plus supplements really can help shrink your prostate. I use them myself to great effect. The links to Prostate Plus are down below in the show notes. Thanks for listening. See you next time.